Hello, everybody, and welcome to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour because we want to give you enough time to get those bets in for those prime time games. And that's what we do here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time on the drive-thru, is we give you live free sports picks from the prime time games. And to give us those plays, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a look at who will be on the show for today. We got Ron Romanelli with a Wednesday appearance. Rod Zawacki in the house. We got James Clark doing well in the NBA. Alex Smart in the center square today. Tony Brown returns. He's got his internet all wired, ready to go. Really good signal coming from Tony Brown. Ninos joining us. And, of course, Chris Ruffolo getting all the accolades from all the cappers with that great dog play yesterday with the Detroit Red Wings. All right, Chris. Yeah, let's take a look here. Before we get to Chris, let's take a look at the lineup for the show. Smart, Brown, Ninos, Zawacki, Romanelli, Ruffolo, Clark, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, you got anything in that magic hat for yours today?
Yeah, I think I got something lined up my sleeve, but today's another day. I'm just ready to get back at it. Last night was great, but today's going to be even better.
Yeah, even better. All right, let's get started here on the drive. Let's welcome Alex Smart to the show. You'll find Alex over at Pick Dogs Premium. Alex, how you doing, huh? Hey, the kid came through with that big dog with those Red Wings.
Yeah, that was a nice payday. So.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, here we go tonight. Bruins hosting the Sabres here at 7 Eastern Time. NHL Center Ice package has the Bruins laying 310, total 5.5.
Yeah, we've got an interesting situation here. Buffalo's really playing a little bit of wide open hockey lately, and Boston is off a game where they were just had their butts handed to them 8-1 by the Washington Capitals. Now, Boston's still a defense-first team, no matter what we might see in the standings right now, or statistics, I should say. They are a defense-first team with top-tier goaltending, and I'm telling you, they're not going to take this laying down. They're going to come out here, I very much believe, and you're going to see a game in transition that pays attention a lot to defense. And no matter what Buffalo does, I think they're going to lock this game down into we'll call it a slugfest or a grinding type of affair. In the past, when Boston plays teams at home, these types of teams, these teams that don't have much of a win percentage, 25% or less, they've averaged 4 goals per game, combined average, and 7 straight unders. So that's what I'm looking for here today. I'm looking for a bounce back by Boston. You might even turn this into a parlay if you want. And Bruins and the under.
All right, Alex Smart here going to go Bruins and Sabres here going under 5.5 goals. All right, Chris, what say you in this one?
Well, I can't argue. You look at the history. 9 of the last 10 games going under the number. It hasn't gone over the total since 2018. I think your only worry here is if Boston wants to name their number anything above 5.5. I think Buffalo's in some serious trouble here. I think they're going to get lit up, and I think they're going to get hit hard. And I think the under hits easily.
All right, agreement here, under 5.5. Bruins and Sabres, this one beginning here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, NHL Center Ice package to televise. All right, Alex, take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. We got NBA, we got 6 hockey, we got 6 NBA, a lot of baseball. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I've just got one baseball game tonight. I've got a 3-pack of NBA. I've run a 63% conversion rate over my last 91 NBA selections. So, I'm finally starting to light that up. And just keep following me, till the tires fall off. And you should be fine.
That's right, guys. Check out Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs. Maybe doing well in the NBA. He's got that one-day pass up there. Take it and then use those winnings and make that upgrade to his 3, 7, or 30 all sports pass. You get every play that Alex releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. You set the terms when you visit his profile page and you make that purchase. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. Continued success, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
Okay, take care. Nice seeing you guys. Bye.
All right, buddy, Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. I will continue on here with our coverage. Let's go to Las Vegas and welcome Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Occasionally, you'll stop by the morning show. Now that he's got that internet all upgraded now, and we should hear a little bit more from Tony Brown in the mornings. Tony, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing out there?
Oh, it's going great. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look at this nice game tonight, 10 Eastern Time. NBA League Pass channel has the Suns hosting the Heat. Phoenix going to lay 3, total 217.
Yeah, this is it's a pretty weird spot. You figure Phoenix would be a much higher line at home, you know what I mean, and playing against the Heat. Phoenix is good. better than the Lakers right now. I know we had some trouble with our stars out, but Phoenix is one of the best teams in the West, and it all started from the bubble last season. You know, they went on that incredible run in the bubble. They had the short turnaround when the season started, and they just picked right up where they left off, and Phoenix is rolling. And especially in this spot, they just played last night, so they're playing on no rest, and they thrive in this position. They're 9-4 straight up. Even better, they're 8 and even better, yeah, they're 8-4 against the spread. Not only are they winning, they're covering. So I like them in this spot. No rest at home against a Heat team that's just, the Heat are up and down. Monday the Heat are good. Tuesday the Heat are bad. So I'm going to take the more consistent Phoenix team at home, playing on no rest, where they've done absolutely great this season, and I think they get a big win and cover in this spot tonight.
All right, Tony Brown here on the Suns, laying 3 against the Miami Heat. All right, Chris, what say you? There has been some issues here with Miami coming off that COVID. Are they turning the corner here, or do you see Phoenix here on the cover?
Oh, my only concern with the Heat was that they're 11-1 in their last 12 in Phoenix. The problem is none of those Phoenix Suns teams were as good as this one, and I think that like Tony said, on a back-to-back with the Suns facing a Heat team that's trying to get their way back into things. And I think the Heat win this one 25-9 their last 34 overall, 42-18 their last 60 home games. Those are numbers you don't go against. I'll take the Suns here as well.
All right, he's going to look at your agreement there on the Suns. Chris, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Agreement here with the Suns, laying 3 against Miami Heat. This one, 10 Eastern time. You can watch it over on NBA League Pass channel. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium tonight. Got good action, NBA. We got NHL, where you do very well in hockey. Of course, we got baseball. What you have going on over at the site?
Tonight we reduced our pick rate. There's no sense in throwing money in the slump. I haven't been doing that good this week. When I give you guys those 8 and 9 play packages, we usually hit 7 or 8 of them. You know what I mean? We do really well, but there's no need at throwing money in the slump. So we reduced the plays to only pick out the top plays on the board tonight. So tonight we got my Tuesday triple play. It's one play, the best play in all 3 leagues. It's my best play from the NBA, my best play from the NHL, and my best play from the MLB. It's 3 teams, but it's just one game from each league. You can break your bookie 3 times over. You can get them individually, or you can get my Tuesday triple play and get them all. Those are just for the daily plays. And then if you're serious about making, you have to get some of that VIP action, man, where you can get it for the week, the month, or the whole season, the whole year. Like, you're going to bet all year. You're going to bet all the time. No need to keep playing per day, per play, and per sport. Get every single play I release from every sport, playoffs, the championship picks included, no secret picks to buy. You get everything I release for one low price with the VIP season passes.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Tony Brown, VIP season passes. You see he's got that triple play tonight. If you want to check out his plays tonight and take those winnings and upgrade to VIP, do that. You can check out Tony Brown over at Pig Dogs Premium. Visit his profile page for those packages that are available there. All right, Tony, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll catch you in a couple days.
Yeah, it feels good to be back, man. I'm sorry I was gone for so long, but definitely going to have stuff for you guys all this week. And whenever I'm ready to go again.
All right. Great to have you back. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. Catch him over there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Before we do, just a reminder to everybody out there, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod Zawacki, you got Brian Bittler, of course, in the mornings. And, of course, we've got those 2 YouTube shows in between here, that early and the late. And, of course, check the description, that link on the description below, and find out information about those YouTube shows. And we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time with the drive-thru. And, of course, like we always ask, guys, give us that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate it because, Chris, it really helps us build up our audience.
Oh, 100%, Tony, it does. I mean, it never stops for us. We're going 25-8, 366 as far as I'm concerned, and it's the thumbs up, it's the subscriptions, it's numbers like that, and the love and support that keeps us going, gets us all these quality handicappers on the drive-through on the morning shows. I mean, like I said, we can't do without you guys, so just give us a thumbs up, the subscription. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely do. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome Al and Ninos to the show. Al, you'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Al, how's it going? We need the volume, son. The mute. You got to sign.
I'm starting to think he should just sign out and then sign back in just before, and then start talking.
Sorry about. All right, yeah. So how are you doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great. All right, Al, let's take a look at the game you're looking at tonight. Astros, after beating last night, are going to try and take it on the Tigers. Astros laying $1.80. Total sits here at 9.
Yeah, as you said, they took quite the beating last night, but it's hard to keep a team like this down for long. They're getting the rematch. They're definitely looking for that payback there, and I think they get it. Honestly, they're the better lineup, especially with Miguel Cabrera being out. And this obviously the money line is pretty juiced, so we're looking at the run line here. But I myself, obviously, I like my -1s either way. But I especially like them in baseball when we're looking at the home team, because obviously if it is a close game late, we don't get the bottom of the ninth, so or even extra innings, score one run, it's game over when you're the home team. So it's always nice to having that insurance in case they just win by one. I'm splitting my bet between the money line and the run line here, and taking the Astros -1. But our play here will be the Astros run line again. You can take that if you don't like pushes or you don't like laying some juice. You can just lay the -1.5. But again, I'm taking the -1 myself.
All right, Al Ninos here is going to take, for the show purpose, he's going to go ahead here and take the run line here with the Astros. Of course, your matchup is Odorizzi and Boyd, and the game starts here at 8 Eastern time on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Chris, your thoughts on this one here on the run line with Houston?
Yeah, Jake Odorizzi is a pitcher that I'm not overly fond of, but neither is Matt Boyd. I think that the hot start for Boyd is a bit of a flash in the pan. I've seen this guy get lit up like a Christmas tree more often than not. So I would put some money on the -1.5, maybe even -2.5 for Houston in the bounce back here. I really like the Astros in this one.
All right, agreement here. Astros run line here, laying 1.5 against the Tigers, who really haven't hit the ball very well. We'll see if yesterday was just an anomaly here, if this Tigers team continues that cold hitting. All right, Al, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you've done a really good job this season in the NHL. Pop near the top here, number 1 actually now in NHL for 2021, 819 units of profit, 6 from NBA, 6 from hockey. Of course, we've got baseball. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
As always, a bit of everything. I got 3 MLB picks, 3 NHL, and 1 in the NBA. So I got a 7-pack that goes off at 7, I believe. And after that, I have a couple plays here and there if you want to check those out, if you don't get the time to get the big 7-pack. All
right, guys, get on board here with El Ninos over at Pig Dogs from 7-pack tonight from El. You get that one-day pass, take those winnings, and make the upgrade to 3, 7, and 30-day pass. You get every play that Al releases over at Pig Dogs Premium for the period you choose there when you visit the profile page and make that purchase. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and stay by the phone, man. If we need you, we'll call you.
Always by my phone. Just got my new one, so I'll be ready.
All right, Al Ninos here on the drive-thru. All right, continue on the coverage here on the drive-thru. And let's welcome to the show right now Rod Zawacki. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's also part of that morning show every day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Rod, how's it going?
Going good, Tony. Can't complain. Life is good.
Life is good. All right, you're giving us a game on the TNT doubleheader, 7:30 Eastern time. Has the Pacers hosting the Clippers. Clippers going to lay 3 in this one. Total 232.5.
Yeah, you bet. We got the Clippers and the Pacers. Both teams on a nice winning streaks here. Clippers on a 5-game winning streak. Pacers on a 3-game winning streak, which is something they haven't done since well before Christmas. So you look at the numbers. I dig in a little bit, and the Clippers whooped Indy earlier this year by 32 points. And the Clippers are they're 5-0. Their last straight up 4-1 ATS. Their last 5 games. You look, Miles Turner's going to be out for Indy in this game, and the Pacers are 0-4 ATS, their last 4 following an ATS win. They're also 1-5 ATS, their last 6 as a home dog. We're going to lay the 3 points with the Clippers. I love the Clippers in this spot. I know that Clippers will be without Kawhi Leonard, but he didn't play Sunday either. And Paul George, who's been just lighting everything up. He had his 3rd 30-plus game on Sunday against the Pistons as they whooped them up. He was also named Western Conference Player of the Year, this Clippers team. And they love to get up for these games against teams like this. These are the games they live for. I think Paul George comes out and has a huge game tonight over the Pacers. Take the Clippers.
All right, Rod here on Clippers -3 against Indiana. Of course, what's the bonus? You've got Brogdon here, matchup with the Clippers without Kawhi, Beverly, Ibaka. How do you see it, Chris?
I mean, the Clippers also are used to playing without either Kawhi Leonard or Paul George, and you'd have to think that Paul George kind of wants to get up for a game against his former team. I mean, I made it well known in the past that I hate the Pacers just because of how many times they burned me this season. But I agree with Rod. This is a great spot for the Clippers. I laid the 3 points.
All right, coming here with the Clippers laying 3 against Indiana Pacers. 7:30 Eastern time. Watch this one on TNT. It's your primetime game, game 1 of the doubleheader. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you are doing fantastic work. 934 units of profit past 7 days. That is all documented. Saw you the top leader in Major League Baseball. We got hockey, baseball, and NBA going tonight. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, we've just been, since the start of April, just been on fire. We don't look back. We look forward. We have a nice 13-5 run, number 1 in MLB yesterday, 4-1 day. So today, we're going to keep moving forward. And we got my top-notch Tuesday today. Got a nice 5-pack over at the website. Give you 3 MLB plays, 2 NBA slam dunks that I just love. Love these 5 plays. Jump on over to Pick Dogs Premium and grab this package. Become a nice big winner as we've been just rolling April right along. Or, like I said, grab something long-term, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, or even grab a 2-for-1 capper deal. There's a bunch of us. Look at Chris yesterday. We both did very well yesterday. Grab us both. Grab a 2-for-1 capper deal. Grab us both for a week. You can that's the best deal, I think, when you grab a 2-for-1 capper deal. Those are amazing deals. Jump aboard. You find something. We got winners galore.
That's right, guys. Check out Rod Zawacki over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 934 units of profit past 7 days. That's all documented. So when you go to the site and you check his profile page on the premium site, you'll see every play that Rod's released. And, of course, he's got his plays for tonight. And, of course, the long-term passes are the way to go. He said 2-for-1 packs, of course, over there at Pig Dogs Premium. You set the terms, either 3, 7, or 30-day pass, and you get it at a reduced rate when you pick 2 cappers on that promotion. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. And, of course, you're part of that YouTube Premium show that we talk about, the early and late. Why don't you let everybody know about that, because that's some great value there.
Great value on the YouTube Premium. If you just want 4 picks every day, grab the morning pass, and that'll give you picks of nice selection of picks. You might grab both. You'll get 8 picks a day. That works out to be 20 cents a pick. If you buy the YouTube morning and the late info package, that's the best deal. Get all 8 picks every day, and those work out to be less than 20 cents a pick. Can't go wrong with that.
No, can't go wrong with that YouTube.
Even if you just buy it to look and go, okay, you studied and you go, I really like this game. Does anybody else like this game? And then you can see that one of the cappers might be on something that you like, and that may be something you drop on. It's great tool to have in your tool belt. The YouTube Premium. That's
right, guys. YouTube Premium. Check it out, and you find the description right below. All right, Rod, it's always great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll tune in tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with you, Mitch, and Brian Bittler.
You bet. You guys have yourself a wonderful evening.
All right, Rod Zawacki here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on our coverage, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Ron Romanelli. We got baseball on docket here with Ron. You'll find him on the morning shows on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Ron Romanelli, you'll find him there. Let's go ahead and dial him in here as he makes a Wednesday appearance today. Ron, how's it going?
Hey, Tony, how are you?
Doing great. All right, sporting the Yankees hat tonight. Of course, some people were asking about Yankees-Blue Jays game, but it's not on our card here tonight. But we got enough baseball for you guys. Got some baseball picks. Cardinals hosted the Nationals at 7:45 Eastern Time, with the Cardinals laying $1.14. Total sits here at 7.
Yeah, the Nationals were able to get the win over St. Louis on Monday in a 5-2 game, and I think this is a great shot that the Nats can grab the first 2 games of the series as well. Steven Strasburg on the mound for Washington. He was excellent in his season debut against the Braves. He allowed no runs, only gave up 1 hit, 2 walks, and he struck out 8 batters in 6 innings. It's a big start for a guy making a comeback like Strasburg. On the other side, you got Jack Flaherty. He's off to a rough start in 2021. He's 0-1 with a 5.23 ERA and an even worse 5.75 FIP, which is fielding independent pitching. Flaherty's strikeouts are down. His walks are up, and he has not looked sharp at all, and that includes spring training as well. The Cardinals have struggled offensively to start the season. They own a 664 OPS as a team with a team batting average of 216 as well. And on the other side, the Nationals are hitting 279 as a team with a 720 OPS. The Nationals are also the only team in the MLB that has not had an error in the field thus far, as Washington is one of the stronger defensive clubs in baseball. I don't think we're going to get a Strasburg price this good too often. This is a spot I just can't pass up. So I will take the Nationals on the money line and fade the Cardinals until they wake up a bit.
All right, Ron Romanelli here on Washington, and made a good point there with Strasburg and that price here. He went 6 innings against the Marlins. Maybe he can stretch it out a little bit because he doesn't. I know him and Scherzer don't like getting pulled out of games.
Yeah, the Nationals, not the strongest bullpen, so they definitely need their starters to go the distance. And Scherzer, hasn't been the greatest. He's been shaky this season, so Strasburg's going to be a big name for them this season. It's obviously a comeback year after a disappointing 2020. He didn't play. He only played 2 games, so Strasburg's the guy. And after he played really well against Atlanta, I got to take him in this spot.
Yeah, I can't argue that. All right, Chris, your thoughts here on this Nationals-Cardinals game?
Yeah, I agree. Strasburg has to be the key cog for this Nationals rotation with Scherzer, because we all know how bad neck injuries are up, especially for an aging pitcher like Max Scherzer, as good as he is. But I agree. I love the Washington Nationals in this spot. As good as Jack Flaherty is, he's going to be one of the pitchers to watch for years to come. But he just hasn't gotten off to a good start, and I think the Nationals can capitalize on that at least for one game.
All right, agreement here on Nationals plus 104 against the St. Louis Cardinals. This one's going to start at 7:45 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Ron, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're showing some really positive results in NHL. We got hockey on the board, NBA, and baseball. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I'm starting to heat up. It's a great time to grab one of my long-term plans. That's going to ensure you get plenty of picks for a great deal. And we all know saving money is a big part of building that bankroll. Also, like I've said on the drive-thru, and as Rod said before, you got to take advantage of the best deal in sports handicapping history in our YouTube Premium. You get premium picks from multiple cappers each day for a great monthly price. And, of course, you're going to get some of my premium picks on the weekend shows as well. So make sure you sign up using the link in the description below. Take advantage of this great deal.
That's right, guys. Get advantage of that YouTube early and late premium there. You see the link below. Of course, get on board with Ron Romanelli over at Pick Dogs Premium. 393 units of profit in NHL documented. Go for those long-term passes. That's where the value is. You want to save money? Go with the long-term passes. They save you money. They're 3, 7, and 30-day pass. All sports pass means you get every play that Ron releases at Pick Dogs Premium. You set the terms when you visit the profile page and make that purchase. All right, Ron, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you with you next week. But we'll tune into the weekends and catch you on the morning show.
All righty, guys. I'll see you.
All right, we'll see you. All right, Ron Romanelli here on the drive. We'll continue on our coverage here on the show. And I'm going to put up this comment here, and I'll address this one to both of us here. This one here, it's an interesting one. You probably read it right now. Chris? Do you ever disagree with another pick?
Honestly, you know me. Yes, I do, and this is why sometimes I have a hard time being on a panel with so many quality handicappers, is because a lot of times we see the same on a lot of these games, and as much as I want to disagree, it's I'm not trying to be the guy that just the yes man that just sits here. Yeah, I agree. It's the right call, unfortunately, and I wish I could disagree with some people on this, but maybe I just have to start being more hard-headed. But I do disagree with picks sometimes.
Oh yes, we do. It must have been Matt. You might be a newer listener, viewer here on the show. We do disagree quite often, and sometimes some days we agree. I know I butt heads a lot with Al for some reason. For some reason, he and I butt heads a lot. It's fun though, and of course, and Rod's a whack of a butt heads with him on occasion. So. I know you and Shane had a few with Shane Mickle. You him butted heads a lot, but recently have agreed, so it kind of evens out about, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We take runs at each other. We do the Oklahoma drill. We just run at each other head first and see who's left standing afterwards.
All right, now it's time for Chris's play. Chris, I think you're going to take us to the mortuary for this one. Let's go ahead and put up the game information here on this one. We got the Jazz to host the Thunder. Utah going to lay 16.5, total 222.
Yeah, well, roll out the body bag, because this is the biggest line of the season. More, bigger than when the Jazz played the Magic. They were 16.5-point favorites there. and the Rockets and Cavs, where they were 16-point favorites there as well. But the thing is that Utah won those games by 100 points combined. And the Thunder, like I said, they've been a covered darling for us in the past, but the wheels have fallen off the cart this year. You look at the numbers, double-digit favorites this year, 61, 29, and 3 against the spread. And then when the Thunder are involved, it's 9-4 against the spread against Oklahoma City. Thunder, their last 13 games, 3-10 against the spread, and with 8 of those losses by at least 17 points, which is close to where this line is. That's been since the trade deadline. And 5 of their last 6 games, they've lost by a combined 28.5 points. Those are just numbers that I don't think anybody can get behind. I don't like laying this many points as much as the next person. I know a lot of us like looking at the dogs, but teams laying at least 17 points, 7-2 against the spread, averaging victories by about 22 points a game since 2018. Man, I think this is a rout. I think this is at least a 20-point win. I think this is a no-doubter.
Yeah, and I can only look at Utah. When you look at OKC, look at their past 5 games. They're averaging about 98 points a game, giving up about 125. You think they're gonna get 100 on Utah? Now Utah can just come and have a flat performance, but they're coming off a loss, so there's a sense of urgency here coming off a loss in this spot. Defense was a little shabby against the Pistons. Hey, the Pistons can do that too because they can get on those shooting runs, and that's what happened there. But can't argue that one here with the Jazz. I could not look at Thunder's a team that's already told you they're looking to next year. When you shut down Alexander, Horford. Well, Alexander's got injured, but Horford just shut down. And of course, that's basically sending a signal out to the rest of the league. We're gonna play patchwork basketball, and that's what you're getting there. Utah agreement there in this one. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs. We got some hockey. We got hockey, baseball, football for baseball, as well as NBA. About 6. What you got going on over at the site?
Well, we went on an absolute tear yesterday. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, you didn't win all your games." Yeah, but as long as you finish in the plus, I think you're good. And we finished plus 320 units yesterday. It's a great day yesterday. But as far as tonight, I got my Towering Tuesday MLB 5-pack. I got my Top Shelf Tuesday NHL 3-pack. Both of those for $29.95 over at the website. It's going to put some serious money in your pocket as we head towards my favorite day of the week, Whale Bet Wednesday tomorrow. But we also got those 3-day, 7-day, and 30-day passes. Those are going to get you some great value for picks for the rest of the week, the rest of the month. As we even talk about the year, those, like I said, those make your picks pennies per pick. We also talk about the 2-for-1 handicapper deal, the season passes. Everything's up there for you guys to make money and save money at the same time. Like I said, you've got tons of quality at Pick Dogs, myself included. Go check out the website. I promise you guys, you're going to make a ton of money.
That's right, guys. Check out Pick Dogs. Pay with Chris Ruffolo there. You get one of those long-term passes from Chris. That 2-for-1 capper special is great. I always say the two bigs. Big Al McMorty's having a great year. Number 1, why don't you pair up with Chris Ruffolo? That 2-for-1 capper is a great value there. The long-term pass is the way to go. Or if you want to check out Chris for one day, get his one-day pass and then take those winnings, make the upgrade tomorrow. All right, Chris, let's continue on here on the drive-through as we're going to continue our NBA coverage, and we're going to go ahead and bring in James Clark. He's one of the newer cappers here with Pig Dog Spain. Boy, he is having a fantastic year in the NBA this year. I think he's about number 2, but he's well over 1,000 units. About close to 1,400 units, over 1,400 units of profit in the NBA for this year. So let's go ahead and wire him in right now. James, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Going great, going great. All right, let's take a look at this one. This game has been a lot of line movement both ways here. Of course, Raptors to host the Hawks. When we put the pick in, it hit Hawks laying 2. Total 224.5. There's a lot of question marks concerning the status of Trae Young. A GM went on the radio this morning, anticipated that Young would play with that calf. Of course, we got the line now that moved to 2 in this one. Hawks laying it.
Yeah, Tony. If you look at this, I just got an update. Like not even before you poured me on the show here, that Trae Young is out. So the Hawks is back to plus money. When I got up this morning, it was plus 4. Like I said, right before we signed on the air, it was Hawks -2. Now, if you look at it, Trae Young's out. Now it's the Hawks plus 2 again. Either way it goes, any way you slice it. Hawks -2, Hawks plus 4, Hawks plus 2. It don't matter. I'm going with the Hawks. You look at this Raptors team. This is, they got some good talent, but, they got a lot of injuries. A lot of players out too, but they have, even when they do have their players, they ain't been playing very good basketball. I mean, this ain't the Raptors team that we seen last year. Got quad, want to make a big push. We don't need him. In every game, winning every game, real hustle. That ain't the Raptors team we've seen this year. If you look in the last games, the Raptors, they've only won 3 of their last 10 games. And if you look at the Hawks, they've won 7 of their last 10 games. So, and also the Hawks in their last 10 games, they have covered a spread 9 of the last 10 games when they've been facing teams with a losing record. And here we are again with the Raptors. So I really like the Hawks today. And also, I've hit 2 of the last 3 of these that I put out there. I like Clint Capella to score the first basket. It's plus 550 if you can bet it. But Clint Capella has scored the first basket in 4 of the last 5 games that he's played against Toronto. So I really like that pick as well.
All right, Atlanta here, lane 2. Although if you do your shopping, we're seeing this line move from pick up to pick 'em now. So do your shopping, get the best number in this one, Hawks and the Toronto Raptors. All right, Chris, looking at this one, and we're a lot of attention on Trae Young. They do have some depth in that lineup for Atlanta. But look at the Toronto side. Their backcourt, Van Fleet and Lowry look to be out.
Yeah, and that's why I'd probably leave this game as is. It's just the injuries are just too much of a question mark for me to really try to split hairs here. I think Toronto needs this game more, being out like only a game and a half out of the play-in tournament. I believe it's the top 10, 7 through 10 make that. But again, it's just there's too many question marks with both sides. Yes, I agree, Tony. The Hawks have the depth. The Raptors need the game. I'm probably staying away from this one.
All right, stay away here. But James here on the Hawks. Of course, do your shopping here. You can find Pick'em here against the Toronto Raptors. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work in the NBA. 1,520 units of profit that is documented. We got some NBA, baseball, and hockey on the board. What you have going on over at the site?
Well, Tony, I got a 5-pack. That's 4 NBA and 1 MLB that I really love. If you go look at the NBA, as you see, over 1,500 units in the NBA. I'm only 30 units behind the number 1 capper in the NBA right now. I'm looking to take that lead. Just grab today's packs and upgrade to 3, 7, or 10 day. Whatever you can afford, or whatever. If you get these picks today and we go 5 and up, get a 3-day pass or a 7-day pass, whatever your budget can allow you. But I'm telling you, it's just starting out and just betting and trying to get you the 2-for-1 cappers. I know I say it every time I come on here, but that is where the money's at, because it's the lowest deal. It's the best deal you can get. You're getting 2 cappers for pretty much one great price. And the thing about it is, if you look and strategize, you get a guy that mainly bets NBA like I do. You go find you a guy that's atop the leaderboard in all the sports, or top the leaderboard in hockey, or anything like that, and you pair us together. You're going to get hockey. You're going to get NBA. So, your day will be set, and we're here to put some money in your pockets.
That's right, guys. Check out James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 1,500 units of profit here in the NBA that is documented. We've got that 2-for-1 capper special. You can team up, James with one of the top cappers right now in 2021 is Al McMorty. That's your 2-for-1 there. That's the best value, is going long-term here. And, of course, you see James with that 3, 7, and 30-day pass available now at Pig Dogs Premium. All sports passes means you get every play that James releases on the site, and you set the terms when you make that purchase. All right, James, it's always great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
All right, Tony. Appreciate you having me, buddy.
All right, our buddy James Clark here on the drive-thru. Just a reminder, guys, those thumbs up, those likes, keep them coming in. We greatly appreciate it. It helps us build up our audience. And if you missed any of the picks on the show, don't forget, we will recap them. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And, of course, that thumbs up, that like, we greatly appreciate it. We're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time with the drive-thru with free sports picks live for the primetime games. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. And it's my turn now to come in with my play. We're going to look at Major League Baseball, one of the late-night games for tonight. Out west, we'll feature the Giants hosting the Reds. The Giants laying $1.15 Total sits here at 7.5. This one started at 9:45 Eastern time, and I'm gonna come here with the under 7.5 in this one. You know, on the hill for the Giants will be Kevin Gausman. He's pitched well in his 2 starts, allowing 2 earned runs in 13 2/3 innings. Luis Castillo will counter. He did bounce back after that rough outing to begin with. But when you look at San Francisco, if you watched the game last night, you'll know what I'm talking about. The temperatures in the Bay Area, game time, remember, we're talking about mid-April here, mid-50s, very high humidity. The 5 balls do not carry out there. 3 runs were scored yesterday. Giants were shut out. Of course, the Giants hit just 199 against righties. They're getting good work out of the bullpen. Reds, they like to hit the 5 balls. You go from Great American into this this place over here in AT&T Park over in San Francisco. The balls don't carry. We're not seeing runs scored. And again, it happens every year when you see these coastal teams out here on the West. When you get into April and you have the high humidity, the low temperatures, the ball doesn't carry. I'm going to go under 7.5, Chris.
Yeah, this is another one that that comment keeps playing in my head. Why can't you disagree with people? I'm trying to think to myself, well, I disagree with this one a little bit, but that's because I'm on the side. I like the Cincinnati Reds here. I think Luis Castillo, you're getting an underdog price with a pitcher with ace quality stuff. And I've just personally never been a Kevin Gausman guy, even from his time watching him within Toronto's division in Baltimore. I don't see him as a number 1 on any major league roster. Yes, he's got a 130-something ERA this season, and he was decent last year, but I just don't see it. I see the under 7.5, but my lean is towards Cincinnati.
All right, Chris Lane here with the Reds in this one after they got off the winning start in this series, winning 3-0 last night. Guys, I have a 3-pack going on right now over at Pig Dogs, mixing some MLB and basketball, so check it out right now, and also have the long-term passes at 3, 7, and 30-day pass on the site. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And now it's time to go ahead and do the show recap. We're going to show you all the plays that were on the show for today. So let's go ahead and pull that up for you right now. James Clark will join us here as he does on Tuesdays for this segment. Alex Smart got us started. Bruins Sabres under 5.5 goals. Tony Brown's Suns laying 3 against the Heat. Ninos Astros the run line laying the run and a half at plus 105 against the Tigers. Ron Zawacki Clippers -3 against the Pacers. Ron Romanelli Nationals plus 104 against the Cardinals. Chris, take the Jazz laying the 16.5 against the Thunder. James, take the Hawks laying 2 against the Raptors. Yours truly, Reds, Giants under 7.5. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Way back when I was on the morning show, we always said, do you have a premium or a pick that you wish you put as a premium? I think I wish I put Alex's Bruins Sabres under 5.5. I really love that play for tonight.
All right, let's go over to James. James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I like Rod's pick with the Clippers. You know, Paul George going back to Indiana, man. You know, I look for him to have a big game, rally the troops that they do have. I look to Clippers to win this by 5 or more.
All right, I'm going to go with Ron Romanelli with the Nationals getting the plus money there. I think it's good value, as he talked about here, against the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, that'll do it for another edition here of the Drive-Thru. Guys, be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. Got 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the primetime games. And don't forget, it all gets started every day, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. Tune in to Mitch, Rod Zawacki, and Brian Bittler. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the cast from today's show, and we'll give off a wave goodbye. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you guys tomorrow.